For WTSA News, this is Ian Kelley at 8:03 for your Monday, January 21st. WTSA's meteorologist Russ Murley letting us know we do have a wind chill advisory in effect until 6 p.m. tonight. We'll have a mostly cloudy Monday, temperatures anywhere from 4 to 9 degrees above. Russ will have a more in-depth look at our Monday forecast for us in just a bit. News at this hour being brought to you by Brattleboro Subaru, the dealership that cares about its customers, cares about its employees, and cares about the community we all live in and love. Here are some of the stories we're following at this hour. A Dover business has been destroyed by fire. No injuries were reported when Dots in the Mountain View Plaza caught fire in the pre-dawn hours on Sunday. Route 100 was closed near the fire scene while crews were battling the blaze. A cause has not been determined. Bitter cold winds are expected in the aftermath of this weekend's snow. The Brattleboro Fire Department asks that you check in on neighbors who may need assistance, keep exposed flesh covered while outside, and take frequent breaks while shoveling snow. In addition, you are reminded to keep any heating vents clear of ice and snow and only run generators outside in a well-vented area. Brattleboro town offices and the Brooks Memorial Library are closed today for the federal Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Downtown Brattleboro parking is free, but all violations are still being enforced. Trash pickup will take place on its normal schedule. Senator Patrick Leahy is upset with what he calls the latest posturing by President Trump. After a presidential address on Saturday, Leahy said temporary protections for vulnerable immigrants, protections that he chose to strip in the first place in exchange for a permanent $5.7 billion down payment on an ineffective wall, is hardly reasonable. Leahy goes on to say he welcomes a full debate on immigration, but first the President and Senate Republicans should reopen the government now without any further foot dragging. The Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department is offering free guided walks starting this winter in wildlife management areas to look for wildlife and their tracks. Biologists and naturalists will lead the walks that will center on bird watching and observing other wildlife and signs of them. Your lottery numbers from last night, your Tri-State Pick 3 numbers 465, your Tri-State Pick 4 5930, and your Mass Cash numbers from last night 2, 5, 22, 29, 30. WTSA Sports, Boston and LA in a championship. Something about that sounds right. The Patriots are headed back to the Super Bowl, and it took them overtime and more of Tom Brady's brilliance to get there for the third straight year. While we were home dealing with frigid cold temperatures and a storm, Brady blew through Kansas City's exhausted defense on a 75-yard drive with Rex Burkhead's 2-yard touchdown run capping a 37-31 victory Sunday night for the AFC Championship. We get the Patriots and the Rams, kind of a replay of Super Bowl 2002 when the Rams were still based in St. Louis. I think we know what happened with that one. Rams losing to the Patriots in that Super Bowl. In other sports, the Celtics host the Miami Heat tonight, tip-off at 6 p.m. And locally, has heard on AM 1450, ESPN Radio The Ticket on Saturday, and girls high school hockey, Hartford beat Brattleboro in overtime 3-2. More sports around the clock on AM 1450, ESPN Radio The Ticket. Your WTSA forecast with meteorologist Russ Murley is next.